And we're so excited to welcome TV personality Yasmine to the show. You are like-minded, in which you empower and you enlighten, and you actually very much entertain your audiences. What put this mission on your heart?
Thank you. Just as both of you, I was just watching you behind the scenes, going from one to the next. Like, it's such a fast turnaround. Keeps you on your balls. I mean, on your toes. On your I'm thinking about that too when you're in your heels, right?
Exactly.
But it's an interesting journey because as a kid, I was very shy. I never thought, I hated presentations. I always, even at university, I would disregard modules that were tested in presentation, even if I enjoyed it the most, but I would just go for the written exams and take history or politics, which was like awful. But I learned a lot from it. And then one day it was just, I was sitting at this well-known place in London, and this prolific host in the UK, she said, you've got to look, you've got different languages, they speak 4 different languages, you should consider hosting. And I thought, I don't know, I'm not sure if this is something I want to do. I feel more like I'd rather be typing or something. But then I thought to myself, you know what, there are so many people on TV, and I loved watching news, and I thought, well, if they can talk about something, why am I not able to talk about something? And so I looked on Meetup, this app. It's like a group app or something. And there was this thing called Overcoming Your Fear of Public Speaking. And so I turn up, and it's just me. There's nobody else that turned up besides the organizer. And I thought, okay, this is going to go well. But actually, it was a really good session. It was a one-to-one, and ever since then, I thought, you know what, I love listening to people, because that's what I was as a child. I was so shy, reserved, observant, and listening. And I thought it was time to just question some of the things that are going on in the world and present those stories. Why not? And then I came to LA roughly 5 years ago through an internship at a production company. Learned research and development. I did marketing and communications before in Munich, and then I thought, let me try this thing in front of the camera. And I really enjoyed it. And now I'm a news anchor at Long Beach Local News, and I co-created with my co-host Jessie, who unfortunately is not here today, but a show called Talking TED Talks. So it's amazing to listen to Trisha, who produces TEDx's, because we basically select TED Talks that inspire us. And a lot of people, we also ask people, what kind of TED Talks are you into? We try to get the speaker into the studio. And the premise of TED Talks and TEDx is ideas worth spreading. So we're all about conversations worth exploring. So if we can't get the speaker in, we'll have them Skype in, or an expert related to the field. And we found that a lot of people are really into them, because it's really great to learn from the speaker, but then to dive into that conversation and that topic deeper, it engages people, and things have changed.
I love this, because a lot of the news has been a lot of negative stuff, as so many people would probably attribute, but I like that it's shifting. Yes. I think that people are shifting, and we have a dear friend on KTLA, and she said if you ever don't like news because it gets too negative, when you do see something positive, let them know, email them or whatever, and let them know, so that they get feedback, because people tend to focus on the negative instead of the positive. So how can we support? How is somebody out there support to say, yes, I want to see more of this good news?
I enjoy that fact, because it's true. Like, we are over inundated with so many things that are happening well that are negative. But I essentially think it's always, the going is, out of a negative, you can find a solution. There is a positive. There has to be another spectrum to that side and that story. So there are so many initiatives. There are so many people out there, such great, passionate leaders in their own rights within their communities, that need to be highlighted in order to have that ripple effect, to start that conversation, spread that awareness, and bring it out there to the world, from a local to a national level to an international level.
To a TED Talk. That's right. What are some of these TED Talk conversations that you've been having that that you found that were the most transformative or inspiring?
Yes. So our first one, we always go back to this one. It's Bailey Parnell's Is Social Media Hurting Your Mental Health? Such a prevalent topic.
Right.
I mean, we're all in it because it's a part of our world. We have to accept it's a part of our world. We're always evolving, but this is where we're learning as well. Okay, this platform has arisen. These are the effects. And now what is the solution to it? And so she would come up with things like, you know, you don't have to follow some of your friends. They can be great friends. But they may be really bad online. Like, it doesn't inspire you. If it doesn't inspire you, if it doesn't uplift you, why follow it? Why look into it? So it's kind of just that cleansing. We also had so many other topics which are fascinating. Yeah.
Well, we could dive into this forever.
I know.
There's so many great talks. We're running out of time, but please tell people where they can find and follow you.
Yes.
Yes.
You can find me at Yasmine Tanres and follow at Talking TED Talks if you would like to see all the different topics that we dive into and the different speakers that we have into the studio. I'd love
so
both
much.
of you to come in as well
Yeah,
because you
it's
both have
wonderful.
such great backgrounds and inspiring stories.
Well,
Thank you so much for
invitation
having me.
accepted. Thank
Yay!
you so much. Stay tuned. We're back with more. Good morning, La La Land.